Hey, such a snow day Saturday here at the pub. Got dinner working as we speak, but then I take a little break and do that aperitif, right? Those drinks before dinner cocktail. Those that wake up the taste buds, get you ready for dinner, and then I'll do the digestives after I have dinner. I want to start here with you guys. Maybe. Oh, I forgot to do something. Just realized I forgot to do that. All right, here's the new marbles. There we go. Anyways, I digress. Let's set this off to the side somewhere here. Not on the heater, probably. I did two dirty martinis. The only thing I changed, I made these exactly the same, except a different vodka for each. Other than that, it's vodka, the olive brine, and I used blue cheese olives for both of them. Same olives, same olive brine for both. I just did two different vodka martinis here. The first one is the Muff, the Muff Liquor Company. This is an Irish vodka crafted with potatoes. It's an 80 proof vodka. But what I like about this one, even though I typically like a higher proof, is that it is so clean. It's a beautifully done potato vodka. I used 2 ounces of the vodka, about 3/4 ounce olive juice, because I like it rather dirty, especially with the blue cheese olives. And then again, two blue cheese olives, as you can see there at the bottom of the glass. Oh gosh, that's just delicious. It's just such a clean vodka. It's just amazing. Inspired by our grandfather, his Pachin was top shelf. Yeah, I would love to. I don't guess they make the Pachin, but I wish they did. Man, I love Pachin. Anyways, so try our Muff Liquors. In fact, I bought this, the gin and the whiskey. The whiskey was gone first, the gin second, and I've got just a little bit of that vodka left. Not necessarily because I like the other two better, just the cocktails I was making at that time. But I realized I had some of this Muff Liquor vodka left. It just makes such a beautiful dirty martini. Again, very clean. There was no. So vodka, right? Purists are going to want a gin martini. That's okay, and I do that upon occasion too. Sometimes you want that vodka martini because it's again it's that perfect aperitif. It's that perfect before dinner cocktail. It wakes up the taste buds, and this dirty is just so insanely good. But this, I mean, again, it's just an 80 proof vodka, and it's just so easy to drink, man. Good Lord, I forget how clean. I don't drink a lot of vodka. Then I bring it out every once in a while. Oh my god, that stuff is so brilliant. That's really good, man. Anyways, I digress. Launcha. Got some baked potatoes rocking. We're gonna keep it rather simple here at the pub tonight on a snow day. A lot of places open today here in town, but most of them closed early. I get the amount of snow we get here is not much to certain other parts of the country that are used to it. But when we get hit hard like this, it shuts us down for a minute because again we're not used to that much. I thought I'd get slow last night at work because the temp was going to drop so rapidly. But I mean, I stayed busy right to the end, man. Because my boss told me if it dies, you can shut it down early. But hell, I didn't get a chance to shut it down. People kept coming in, so hell, we're gonna stay open. But they did shut down early today. I don't know what they're gonna do tomorrow. We'll see. A lot of them take their cue from each other, right? The breweries kind of look at what the other ones are doing. It kind of depends on what part of town you're at. We're at a part of town that's really easy to get through. The streets usually get plowed early. The downtown breweries kind of get, they usually get hit about last. So kind of depends on what's going on. I do anticipate us opening up, but I don't think they're gonna. They may open up later than typical and close early. Kind of depends. Anyways, I digress. I'm gonna wrap this up here, or this particular one. I got Martini number 2. Hang on just a second. Okay, for the first vodka martini, I had the Muff liquor. Ah, mercy, Muff liquor. Get it? Anyways, for the second martini, I've got Fascist Tears from Republic Restoratives. Again, this is an 80 proof vodka as well. I do like the products they have, and I like what the company stands for. Sláinte. Oh yeah, that's nice. So again, I've got it about the same way. I've got 2 ounces of the vodka. It's about 3/4 ounce ish of the olive juice. When folks come to me at work and ask for a dirty martini, I always say, "Well, how dirty you want it? Want a Playboy dirty, penthouse dirty, hustler dirty, or congressional record dirty?" Always gets a check. I mean, I always have a couple that go, definitely congressional record. Definitely congressional. So you want a Playboy, penthouse, hustler, or congressional record dirty? So if you say Playboy or penthouse, olive juice very slightly, but then I use a traditional, you know, pimento stuffed olives. But if you want congressional record, baby, we got to go blue cheese because nothing makes a dirty martini quite like a blue cheese olive. That will murky the heck out of it. That will get it murky, baby. Anyways, I digress. Oh, I talk to people a lot at work about, or a lot of folks will talk to me about how they feel about things. I've got folks that are on various political spectrums where I work with various opinions, and I'm the guy behind the bar, so I'm sometimes I have to be measured in my response depending on who I'm talking to. Which anybody that knows me knows that's very difficult for me because I have no filter. Things will just pop out before I realize I've said them. But most folks are just concerned about the direction we're going. You can see the fascist tendencies, and some folks seem to be okay with that because it hasn't affected them directly. That's the part that really bothers me is something shouldn't have to affect you directly for you to see the disturbing nature of it. That's the part that really gets to me, man. We can see evil things happening right now, but if it doesn't affect them directly, they're okay with it. We've got ICE murdering people, and it's a bellwether. Right now, it's a bellwether. They're trying to see how much they can get away with, how much will be supported. Because when they finally go too far, which in my opinion they already have, but anyway, for those other folks, when they finally go too far for those folks, it's going to be too late to walk it back. And that's what happened to the Nazi Empire. That's what's going to happen here unless we can find a way to shut it down now. People shouldn't be murdered for recording ICE, for recording atrocities. But that is exactly what happened. And it seems very bizarre to me that we still have some folks that will support what's going on. Again, some folks have to be directly affected before they will change their mind about a certain thing. And that really bugs me, is that you see an atrocity. An atrocity is an atrocity, whether it affects you personally or not. There's atrocities being committed daily by ICE, Trump's Gestapo, basically. And if you're not willing to say something now, when are you willing to say something? And for me, what's at some point it's going to be the most unsatisfying "I told you so," right? Because I'm going to want to tell somebody that finally wakes up, "I told you so," but I'm not going to do it. I'm not. At some point, they're going to finally say, "Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't see this coming," when they were told time after time it was coming. It's just saying "I told you so" at that point just isn't going to matter. I talked to several folks that feel the same way, that we feel like we are, this is the equivalent of watching Rome burn, right? We know things are going south. Nobody knows quite what to do about it. We're just going on about our business until it's over. Fascist Tears Vodka. I really like this stuff. It is done impeccably well. Let me show you this bottle one last time as I finish this up. I do the two vodka martinis as my aperitif, if you will. A vodka martini is perfect. Why do I think a vodka martini is better than a gin martini? I don't. However, for an aperitif, I do think it is. For that before dinner cocktail, yes, because there's less there that's going to affect your palate, right? The vodka martini is perfect for waking that palate up, and again, taking the edge off whatever day you had. You relax now. You've had a couple martinis, and now you sit to dinner, share some wine with your partner, whoever you're having dinner with, and then order that nice bourbon or rye digestif at the end to finish it off. I am Tom. I'm not going to use my usual spiel. We are at the pub. Sláinte.